ッドことアーノルド・シュワルツェネッガーさんです。通訳は戸田夏子さんにお願いしています。
Well, first of all, let me just say it is wonderful to be back in Japan, to be back in Tokyo. I have
本当
come.
東京に戻ってこれ大変嬉しく思っております。
Just remind me if I talk too long. I have been here many, many times. My first trip to Tokyo and to Japan was in 1972 when I was here to promote bodybuilding and fitness. And since then I've come back many times, if it was on trips, visiting friends, on vacation, promoting things, doing commercials here, and promoting my movies. And as a matter of fact, the last time I was here was when I was governor of the great state of California. I was here on a trade mission. So this time it's nice to be back again. The last time I was here, I said, I'll be back. I kept my promise. I'm back, but this time again as an actor. I always make sure that I come to Japan because I believe that the Japanese fans are the most loyal and the best fans that I have. So it's wonderful to be back here and to promote my movie, The Last Stand.
では私からまず代表質問させていただきます。アーノルド・シュワルツェネッガーさん、ラストスタンド、非常に楽しく拝見させていただきました。10年ぶりの映画の復帰作にこのラストスタンドを選んだ理由というのと、どんなところが魅力的に感じたのかっていうのをまず話していただけますか。
Well, every time that I choose a script or a movie, it always has to have one element, and that is I must believe that this is a story that can be interesting internationally. A story that's not just interesting in America, but interesting in Germany, interesting in Africa, interesting in the Asian countries, specifically right here in Japan, that everyone ought to understand the story and it ought to be a universal kind of a story. And this one was a traditional action movie that had a lot of the chase scenes, a lot of great fight scenes, a lot of great shootouts, stunts, action from the beginning to the end. But at the same time, I had the opportunity of playing a vulnerable character. And I also was a fan of Kim Ji-woon, the director. He's from South Korea, and he has had a tremendous career. And every movie that he does, or every genre that he tackles, he becomes kind of the king of that genre. So I really wanted to work with Kim Ji-woon, and I was looking forward to that. And it was now, after having done the film, I have to say it was an extraordinary experience.
シュワルツェネッガーさんは映画界や政界などさまざまな分野でご活躍されて成功を収めていらっしゃいましたが、今後さらに挑戦してみたいことや夢などがございましたら教えてください。
I enjoy being able to go from one career to the other. I'm very fortunate that when I was a kid, my dream was to become the best bodybuilder in the world. And I was able to do that after winning 13 world championship titles. Then I wanted to become a leading man in the movies. And I was able to do that and make that dream become a reality. And then from one day to the next, I decided that I'm going to run for governor of the great state of California. And 2 months later, I became governor of the state of California. So now I served my term, and now I'm back in the movie business. But now what I'm trying to do is to bring all of those careers together. If it is the fitness and the bodybuilding promotion, if it is promoting films and doing movies, or if it is the political aspect through my USC Schwarzenegger Institute at the University of Southern California. So it's very important for me to continue on the work in the political arena, for instance, on environmental issues, on good government practice, political reforms, environmental issues that are important at the same time, creating jobs, if it is stimulating the economy, all of those things the Schwarzenegger Institute is dealing with, and it's kind of like a center that is where we have brainstorming sessions and where we have discussions and where we invite leaders from around the world to come to USC and to discuss those issues.
これまでのシュワルツェネッガーさんの映画っていうと一人で悪人をバッタバッタとやっつけるっていうような映画が多かったんですけれども、今回非常にチームを組んでその中で不正的な役割を果たすと、言ってみればリオブラボーのジョン・ウェインみたいな感じの演技がすごく印象的だったんですが、今回そういうふうにいわゆる集団を統率するリーダーというところで演技的に意識された部分、どういう部分力を入れて演じられたのか、そこを教えてください。
You're absolutely correct. It was something that interested me in this movie was the character, the way the character was written. Because in this case, unlike my other action movies, in this case I play a vulnerable action hero, someone that was once an action hero when he was with the Los Angeles SWAT team. But then he lost it. He was injured, he was shot many times, hospitalized, gotten older. So he kind of is feeling very vulnerable when he became sheriff of this little hick town. So it is a movie about a character that is down and that feels like that he is not anymore this action hero that he once was. But now because he has 20 or so mercenaries, the most dangerous individuals, drug lords, that want to descend on this town and basically destroy the town to get through the town and go into Mexico. So it really is a movie about where he has to ask himself, can he bring back for this confrontation the action hero again, which is important because otherwise the town is destroyed.
まず10年ぶりの映画出演ということで映画業界に戻ってきてくださいましたね。そしてその間カリフォルニア州知事としてお仕事をされてたと思うんですけれども、それが俳優業に生かされていると思った部分はありましたか？
It's a very good question because I think that even though there are two different subjects, one is politics and one is acting, but the fact is that when you sit in a governor's office and you deal with all of the problems that people have in a state. I mean, there's many, many problems. If it's problems in education, if it's problems because of poverty, if it's problems in law enforcement, problems in environmentally, problems economically, job creation, healthcare, and it goes on and on from morning to night. You sit there and you have one meeting after the other that deal with problems. It has an effect on you because it is, you see the pain that some people go through. You know, that we don't normally think about that. I didn't think about it. I mean, I was a trainer in Special Olympics, and I saw problems. I have created after-school programs, and I saw problems in the cities and so on. But there's so many things that I've been exposed to as governor, to how difficult life can be for some people, and how challenging, that you sometimes have sleepless nights thinking about that. So I think that does have an effect on you, the way you look at the world, and the way you look at scenes, and the way you act out the characters. But I just want to add that I enjoyed every minute of the job. And I think, especially when you're an immigrant to the United States, to serve the people and to serve your state and to be a public servant where you don't think about how much money do you make or what's in it for you, but you only think about serving the people, I think it's the most rewarding and the most gratifying experience that anyone can have.
はい、どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
すいません、あっという間にお時間が過ぎてしまいまして、これをもちまして質疑応答終了させていただきます。ご質問用意してくださった方ありがとうございました。お写真をね、日本の記者の方々のお写真ありがとうございます。 Okay, thank you very much. では早速ですね、これから本日もう一方アーノルド・シュワルツェネッガーさんのファンでいらっしゃるというこの方をお迎えしております。霊長類最強の女と呼ばれている方です。オリンピックレスリング金メダリスト吉田沙保里選手です。どうぞお越しください。さて今回はですね、映画の中では古い武器で戦っていましたので、お土産に兜をお持ちいただきました。それでは吉田選手からシュワルツェネッガーさんに兜を渡していただけますか。ありがとうございます。では吉田選手にマイクをお願いいたします。
皆さんこんにちは、女子レスリングの吉田沙保里です。今日は本当に大ファンである、シュワちゃんに、お会いできてとても光栄に思います。いつもターミネーターとか見ていましたので、もうこうやって目の前で、今日お会いできて本当にもうドキドキしてます。はい。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much
ありがとうございます。
for taking the time out and to come and to visit us. This is an extraordinary gift,
素晴らしいプレゼント。
and it is coming from an extraordinary person. I'm very much aware of your career, and I think that it is extraordinary that any human being can be an Olympic champion over 3 Olympic periods. So I want to say that it is an honor for me to stand next to you and to be here with you. So thank you very much, and continue on, because it's not just the gold medals that count. It is the inspiration that you bring to millions and millions of people to get them inspired to exercise and to do sports. So thank you for the great work that you've done. Thank you very much. Let's give a big hand.
でも吉田選手、今そうやってシュワルツェネッガーさんから言われて嬉しいですよね。さらに映画も見ていただいたんですよね。どうだったかの感想も話してください。
感動してもびっくりしてますね。シュワちゃんからお言葉をいただけてとても感動してますけど、映画の方でも、やっぱ圧倒的に不利な状況でも諦めずに、持てる力を振り絞って戦う姿に本当に感動しましたし、本当にこの10年ぶりにこう、なんていうのかな、こうまたこうアクションに復活されてすごいなと、感動しましたね。はい。
はい、それを受けてシュワルツェネッガーさん、戦う男の姿が非常に感動的だったっていうふうに吉田選手言ってましたけど、いかがですか。
Well, I will make Hollywood aware of you, so maybe you can come over there and be the female action hero, okay?
と思います。
もうぜひよろしくお願いします。
Please help her to that.
ありがとうございます。
さて今回なんですけれども、実はアーノルド・シュワルツェネッガーさんからもサプライズでプレゼントを用意しているというふうに伺いましたが、ハグだよなんて今おっしゃってますけれども、はい、もう一つあるんですよね。こちら。
This is a sheriff star, and in the movie, as you remember, it's part of the story. When I needed help, I asked some heroic people to be deputized, and I gave them that star. So I'm going to deputize you now
あなたを保安官にします。今任命い
to
た
make
し
you
ま
the
す。
sheriff officially. Okay? Thank you. Absolutely.
ありがとうございます。そのまま少しちょっとお写真を真ん中だけ目線お願いできますか。
いや、私も仲間入りさせていただいていいんですかね。共に戦いたいと思います。私今年世界14連覇目指してまた頑張りますので、はい、このバッジをもらったいただけたとことはすごい心強いです。
Thank you very much. Thank you.
ありがとうございます。じゃあそれを持って行っていただけますかね、いろんなところに。
これを持って試合に行きます。
嬉しい、ありがとうございます。OK ということでありがとうございます。では吉田沙保里選手、先にご退場になります。どうもありがとうございました。シュワルツェネッガーさん、最後にお一人でのショットを取っていただきたいので、はい、最後にお一人、Just a moment please, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger。今お話してますね。
Not yet, not yet.
今度ワンショットでお写真をセンタープリーズ、sorry。
Just yourself.
今ねちょっとおしゃべりしてたんですね。はい、センターご覧ください。
First of all, let me just say thank you very much to the fans here in Japan. As I said earlier, they're very loyal fans, and because of my fans, my movies have been very successful here in Japan, And this is why it is such a great pleasure for me to always come back. I love coming back to Japan. I love the Japanese people. So I again say, I'll be back.
シュワルツェネッガー主演復帰第1弾
A prisoner is cartel boss. We need to transport him through Vegas to a maximum security prison. What kind of car is this?
The 01 faster than any chopper.
Hey, Sheriff.
Should be a quiet weekend.
We have a situation.
Sheriff John Bannister, FBI. I have a violent fugitive making a run for the Mexican border.
Complete your mission. Get me across that border.
It looks like a war zone down there.
Fight him! I'm not gonna let that guy come through our town without a fight.
How are we gonna go up against all that firepower?
I got an idea.
She's my little Nazi killer.
You have more ammo?
Very nice.
すべてはたった5人に託された国境まであとわずか最後の砦に勝ち目はあるのか
Who the hell are you? I'm the sheriff.
ラストスタンド
How are you, Sheriff?
Old.